Aaryan Mokashi says, my name is Aaryan and I'm from India. I've been working as a 3D level designer for over 3 years now, and I'm eager to build a successful career in this field. I really appreciate your insight on my portfolio. Passion about creating my smiles to Blender Real Engines. Okay, cool. Nice, nice. This looks good, man. Again, what is it? What the hell is it with freaking like cans, guys? Oh man, everyone has like a Red Bull can for whatever reason. This I think is from I think this is from a tutorial because I remember seeing it before. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing that I'm gonna ask you, Aaryan. Okay, if you're doing this elements, I want to know what you did. Because this looks like very nice camera work, it looks like very nice illumination. Of course, the assets look freaking amazing, but I'm suspecting that most of these assets are from the Quixel library, because I've seen them before. So, if that's the case, okay, that's cool. Like, you know how to properly assemble a scene and set dress it very nicely to generate an effect, right? But I'm wondering if you know the process. Do you know how to do high polys, low polys, bakes, and all of these things for environments? Because in here, I'm not seeing that. In here, I'm just seeing like a showcase of assets, right? Same for this one right here. Crafted a hyper-realistic urban setting using environment. Man, this project blends texture, lighting, and storytelling. Yeah, but I'm not sure. Like, you're not clear here whether or not you did everything. Did you do everything? I'm not sure if you're here on the chat, but if you do everything, if you did everything, like if you did like the alphas for the leaves, the photo scans, you did the textures for the walls, all of the assets, then that's impressive. That's very, very cool, and like you should be able to land a job anywhere, right? Because this is a very good level of creation. But it's difficult for me to know whether or not you did every single asset, because I've seen a lot of these assets in like your real engines, right? Or in the marketplace, like Fab and stuff like that. So you need to show wireframes. You need to show your sculpts, right? You need to show the texture density. This looks a little bit more like student work based on the 3D of it. So my advice is show more of your stuff. Because the worst thing that can happen is someone looks at this and they're like, oh, I'm doing exactly something like this for my project. I need this guy. And they hire you. And then they show you a concept of like a fantasy village. And they're like, I need you to model this and sculpt this. And you're like, oh, no, I just grab everything from Fab and just like make the levels. Like, oh, well, you're fired. Because that's not gonna like fly, right? Like you need to be able to show that you can do that and not just like grab everything and bring it together. Because I can do that. I can just grab assets from online and bring them together. 95% of people out there can learn how to do that in a week. So it's not the same thing to be able to grab all of those assets and bring them into a scene than being able to build those assets. There's nothing wrong with using assets. We are going to be using some assets in the environment course, especially foliage, because usually it takes a long time to build that stuff. But I'm at least like using a lot of the time from the course to show you how to build the assets if you can't get them, okay? So very important to see that distinction there, guys. And this is something that I saw yesterday. There was if you're in Mexico, there was a big like scandal yesterday because a company turned out to be a scam. So it was like this weird company that they tell you gotta register, you gotta buy things from here, and the more people you invite, the more bonuses you're gonna get, and you can invest like let's say $500, and you're gonna get 10 times that in just like a couple of months, right? Total scam. Usually very easy to find out. And there was a guy doing an analysis, and he was like, nothing is free in this world, guys. Like, you're never going to get free money or become a millionaire from one day to another, right? So it's very, very important that you understand that the same thing happens here in the 3D world. If you want to be an environment artist, downloading assets from online and just building your environment does not make you an environment artist, right? It doesn't mean that the result that you produce is not going to be good. It could be good, but the moment that they ask you to do something that's not available online, you're not going to be able to do it. So at that point, you're not really an environment asset. You're more like a set dresser or something like that. Someone that knows how to build stuff with pre-existing tools. Could be valuable some places, but I think one of the fun things about this whole like career, this whole journey, is learning how to do the stuff so that you can do your own version, your own imagination, your own creations, right? Like that's one of the fun parts of this whole thing. So don't rush it. Be patient and understand that there's a certain amount of time, effort, and even money involved in your career as an artist. Okay, so yeah, it's my little 2 cents right there.